To celebrate the coping and seething from Adam McIntyre fans over the last Adam McIntyre video, you guys have earned another Adam McIntyre video. This time about a specific video rather than just a specific section of a video. So here we go.
All right, hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. All right, let's get to business. So today I want to talk about Madison, also known as Cruel World's Happy Mind, and I'm just quite honestly very, very, very disturbed at the dogpiling and harassment that she is facing for simply having the audacity, heaven forbid, having the audacity to make a video that details behavior that Ethan Klein has done.
Sweet chocolate-coated Christ, that has to be a record. Actually, he's nipping at the heels of Kongman Lee for the quickest lie told at the start of a video. Kongman Lee took about 10 seconds because all he said was his name and then said he was fired for his Christian and conservative beliefs. He was not. Adam did a whole flowery intro. Hi, Muckers, hi! Bullshit, that flowery, vomit-inducing nonsense, and then got to the lie. So he's close, but not quite. But are you sure that's what it is? It's just that the Cruel World Happy Mind made a video on Ethan Klein. That's why people were coming after her, or people were clowning on her, coming at her neck, criticizing her, or dogpiling her. Is that why? Nothing to do with the misinformation that was put in that video, the poor research put into that video. That's just that she made the video on Ethan. I'm sure. What about the fucking guy who made an animated video about him a couple months ago? Oh, it was a month ago. You know, the one that's viral among, you know, your ilk, let's just say. And I do want to emphasize the word ilk because, ugh. Nope, it's just that he made a video. She made a video on him. Okay, this is what we're going with. I've said this before. One, you don't have to like Ethan, but you also don't need to lie about him either, right? That's number one. And number two, if you need to lie about someone to make your point about them being bad, it's probably not that bad. If they are that bad, that makes you look like a fucking incompetent moron. Entirely. So, but you know, this is where we are now. We just gotta. We don't like the person. We just make up what we can. We craft our own narrative around what they're doing, and we run with that. Sure.
It is that simple. I'm very used to the backlash that you can face from the H3s of YouTube and their communities and how their community operates. Like, we've been through it. We've seen it. It's happened multiple times. We get it, right? But I do think that there is something so strange about the normalization that in the chance that someone challenges Ethan Klein, it is practically a given that they will automatically become an integral part of Ethan's community moving forward. And by that is being an enemy of the channel, which means that you will genuinely face so much harassment day in, day out by his community, and Ethan will continue to egg it on by continuously bringing you up on his channel. Now, you can also say, well, if someone like Madison is going to make a video, then Ethan has every right to respond. And to you, I say, that is a great point, and I agree with you. The same way when I've talked about Ethan Klein and he's responded to me, that is absolutely fair. The same way Ethan Klein has done things and people have responded to it. But this phenomenon that we see with the H3s of the world and the H3s of YouTube specifically, unlike anything else, which takes it a step further, is this continuous fixation that said community, the H3 fans of the world, then get in feeling the need to show power in terms of we are going to dislike bomb everything you post. We are going to fill the comments on every unrelated video. We are going to remind you that you shouldn't have messed with Ethan.
If I'm being honest, he'd have to show me proof of this, because when I looked through his comments, I've looked through his comments after he said this, and the overwhelming majority, like 95% of these comments that he gets on his videos from since his beef with Ethan, mostly positive. Mostly positive. I'd say there's sometimes 80% overwhelmingly 80% positive, right? And even then, some of the ones that are against him currently are the ones who are just saying, yeah, this is not accurate, she did something wrong, or this is not accurate, this person did something wrong. Either referring to Cruel World Happy Mind and how she made a bad video, and she objectively did, or it's about Caseytron. He mainly defends Caseytron. I don't think I've seen him defend them. I think he did defend Denims one time or so, but he mainly focused on Caseytron at this point. People go, yeah, Casey Tron's a shit person, you know, so can we at least acknowledge that? Which he never will, because again, if you're opposite Ethan, you're good no matter what, and I'll defend you even if you are a terrible person. So maybe he's right about the fans in that regard, but I don't see that going on in his comment section at all. But also, why do you know about the dislikes in the first place? Because like those were taken away. Are you still using dislike things? Those are very, very unreliable. Like very unreliable anyway. But whatever. That's it is what it is. But all right, I'll let you continue.
And I think that we see it more often than not with women creators. And again, I think the reason that I feel a little bit probably more passionate about this than the average person on YouTube is because I have dealt with this from the H3 community. I do believe that the backbone of the H3 community, like we see with the H3 Productions Reddit, is built on snark and built on snarking, which is so ironic that Ethan is so against it, but it kind of makes sense. The one who is so loud about it is clearly engaging in it the most, and his community engaging in it the most, in my opinion.
Oh no, Adam, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't try to play this game, okay? Did you forget that you shouted out the H3 Snark Reddit, right? And the same kind of snarkers who infested that site, that shithole of a site that is Reddit, almost got you deported from the fucking United States while you were visiting for your little tour. I don't know why you say tour like fucking Medea says words sometimes, but you got deported, almost got deported for that. Which I'm not going to sit here and pretend that's not fucked up. That very much is fucked up. But it's like, I never felt bad because I'm like, we told you that to fuck with these people. Everyone and their mother said, do not get engaged with these fucking psychos. And you did so anyway. And you were okay with it. You were okay with the snark as long as it was, the target was the people you didn't like. And now that it went to you, OMG, almost got deported. Yes. Because these people are fucking psychos. And anyone with two brain cells to rub together could have told you that shit. And most people would have told you that shit. And you didn't listen. And it almost got you fucked over. So I don't want to hear that shit, okay? Don't let that come out your mouth anymore, okay? Okay, kid? Just shut up about that.
And so I've really been so disturbed by the reaction that Madison has been getting from his audience. And I try to see their perspective, right? And their main perspective is like, oh, well, Madison is a sellout who is not a good YouTuber or researcher. And then you dive in a little bit into that. And the reason that they're saying that is because Madison referenced Reddit. And they, have this idea of, Reddit equals snark, but not whenever they do it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'd use the word sellout, but I don't think she was, well, I don't know what that even is referring to, but she just made a bad video, a poorly researched one at that. So, and her use of Reddit is like not even the main thing that people have a problem with. That's just one part of it. It's just like the multiple like accusations about implying that Hila is a pedophile because her clothing brand looks, in her mind, childlike, or implying that Ethan is self-harming because he has what looks like scars on his leg, but it actually wasn't scars at all. Like, if he had scars and he was self-harming, why would he even show that on camera? Most people who self-harm don't usually show that. They don't usually show their scars from when they were doing that. They usually hide that shit. Unless you're saying Ethan was just stupid enough to show that shit on his own. Again, I feel like Adam listens to all of the criticisms and only cherry picks the ones he thinks he can debunk. Because he has to know that those other things I just mentioned are like a big parts of why she's getting shit, right? He has to know that. He has to know that, but again, he picks these arguments out selectively to push back against, and not just. But what about the other shit that was mentioned here by these other people? You only pick out the Reddit ones. So far, you're only picking out the Reddit ones. What about the accusations of self-harming or the accusations of pedophilia based on Hila's clothing brand? What about those? Are we going to talk about that? No, are we? Are we going to talk about it at some point?
And we've talked about this, but it is fundamentally really interesting that H3 fans are able to ignore that someone like Madison in this 3-hour video is directly quoting and showing things that Ethan has said, but yet his community will manage to try flip it around on Madison by being like, well, you got that from Reddit. Okay, and who set that system up? Ethan.
Yes, but there's also the problem that a lot of the shit she was saying was misinformation or disinformation, probably. But I'm not going to directly accuse her of disinformation yet until I know for sure. But for now, let's call it misinformation. Or a lot of it was taken out of context entirely. Like, that's what it was. A lot of it was taken out of context. What was she put up in that video? Some of that shit was poorly researched just entirely. I'm like, what? So wait, are we just gonna pretend that none of that exists in her video? Like I said, I don't like Ethan either, but I don't have to lie about him or take him out of context. I just clown on him, and I have done that before. I've clowned on Ethan before. And in the H3 podcast, I've clowned on him before. I don't have to lie about him. I could probably exaggerate for the sake of a joke or two, but I'm not going to outright say that's what's happening. No. This is just outright misinformation entirely. Okay. All right, man. Let's see. All right, let's see what else you got for me. Hit me with your best shot, okay? Fire away.
So Madison has posted a video, and it is called What I Learned, Cruel World, Happy Mind, and I want to get to it, and obviously, the reason that I wanted to go through it was even on her second channel, the H3s of the world have found it and are making it known to her that they will never forgive.
First of all, I don't know if I already said this, but I'm pretty sure they hit those dislikes to protect the feelings of people like yourself and Madison. Well, let's be for real, they did that to protect the feelings of a bunch of corporations. But that's whatever. That's besides the point. Let's say that bullshit excuse was true, and that's why they did it, to protect your feelings. If you see it now, and you're actively seeking it out through these extensions, you're doing that to yourself, okay? You're doing it to yourself. If you oh, look at all these dislikes, that's on you. That's definitely on you, okay? That's number one. Number two, is it possible, even likely, is it even likely that maybe it's being disliked because the video was shit? Is it possible that that's the case? Is it possible that the other one was disliked because it was a shit-made video? Is it possible at all? Maybe? Is it likely? No. Let's cut this shit, man.
And I find it so strange that, again, this is very normalized. And I wanted to go through the video. I wanted to see what she was going to say. And ultimately, quite like the Caseytrons and the Denims and the Frogans of the world, I almost feel a level of wanting to speak out in their support because I know what I've faced with the wrath of Ethan and his fans. You know, that doesn't affect me anymore.
Yes, but now in an attempt to fight back against the person who wronged you, you're now just dying on a hill for people who did this to themselves. Again, they stole content, and I brought up Do Not Worry, the podcast, in the last video. He's like, Adam will ignore the fact that they did this themselves. This dude outright says they never said anything about taking views away from Ethan with their reactions, which is not true. It's right. It's the audio, the videos are right there. You have the clips. I don't know why you're lying about that entirely, or just outright denying it. You don't have to like Ethan, but you also don't have to lie about him either. I mean, it's like enough, all right? Enough. Just stop. I mean, for fuck's sake, Casey Tron is there watching whole movies, choking on weed smoke, eating Taco Bell, taking fiery Taco Bell shits, just shotgun blasting her toilet, then taking her little dopey ass to sleep, and putting reactions over the streams. Like, looped reactions. Like, how? You cannot defend that. You cannot defend that. Okay? I will not hear a defense of that, because there's no fucking way you can defend that. And I don't want to hear, well, there's smaller creators. I don't care if they're smaller creators. That doesn't give them the right to get away with that shit. Okay? That's the most egregious thing I've seen so far from, like, especially from Casey Tron. Like, what the fuck? And why are we pretending like this lawsuit, the thing with the copyright, oh, it's not about the copyright. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the copyright. This whole copyright thing has been a controversy. This reaction thing has been a controversy for the last couple of years now. I remember JXE making an entire big deal about this. And they even went after Hassan about it. Specifically, they talked about Hassan just stealing content by just barely reacting to it and just walking away from the video and doing all this other shit. I remember this. It was a whole big deal. In fact, fucking Denims was the one who debated them about that. Denims debated JXE over that fucking the topic. So clearly nobody learned anything. Nobody learned shit, okay? Clearly. Alright? Like, that's why, like, I like commentary, and there's a difference between commentary and reactions. Like, me, I do commentary for, like, movies. I haven't done them in a while. I've been a little late on some of these. Got like 15 movies backed up on there. But I haven't done it in a while. But I have done these where I'm just providing commentary. I'm not just sitting there. Like I used to have the full thing, but I also don't play the full movie really. I kind of hide the video so it's not just showing the whole thing entirely, and I played the audio. But over time, I decided I edited it down. I took some of the movies I commentate on, and I edited it down. Like the last one I did was Return of the Jedi. That was a 2.5-hour movie. That was down to 46 minutes. Because I just did, I cut out what I wasn't saying. I hid the video just so I was not just playing the whole damn thing and showing the whole movie. I edited it down. I edited greatly. I went to great lengths to edit this shit down so I'm not just sitting there playing the whole damn thing. I don't know what's so, like, with these React streamers, I don't know why they can't do something a little similar. Where like, okay, we're watching the movie. I'll put a little thing over it so you're not just seeing the whole damn thing and we're just playing the whole damn thing. And if I have something to say, I'll pause it. I'll roll back a bit. Hey, look at that shit. Ain't that some crazy shit right there? And then keep it moving. They don't do that. You can't pretend like this is not about copyright when this is the end result of some shit that's been talked about and brewing for years now. It's just that someone took initiative on people who actively said they were trying to take views from the person. Again, I don't care if they're a smaller channel. Doesn't matter. It doesn't give them the right to do that shit. That's it. Like, what the fuck? This shouldn't even be a debate. But again, because we don't like the people that's going after them, we just have to simply ignore our eyes and ears and don't acknowledge any wrongdoing on their end. Sure.
It's because I've built up every shield you can to these people. Ethan has accused me of preying on his mother. And that's the thing, with these people, I've dealt with being called a predator from all the fans because Ethan said I was preying on his mother, which, hello? To them calling me every name under the sun, okay? To calling me a snarker, okay, well, I don't care that you would call me a snarker because you guys are the biggest snarkers of all time. So the way that enrages you, it doesn't particularly enrage me when you call me it because I don't care. To calling me a rat, ooh, like, I've seen this before that I almost feel a need to, like, when people's entire channels are being bombarded with hate, regardless of what they would say moving forward, I also think it's important for there to be communities on YouTube that are willing to hear what they're saying and not immediately sending them hate, which is what I want to do here. And I'm sure it has probably been very validating for Madison to probably read through my comment section and see a bunch of normal people who, even if they disagreed with her video or didn't like it or whatever, they aren't doing the things that the H3s of the world are doing. And that's very important to be able to see that. Fundamentally, if everyone would act how Ethan and his community acted, Ethan wouldn't be able to make content. Those snarkers wouldn't even be able to enjoy the content Ethan makes. Which is why also it's important that Denims is fighting this lawsuit for fair use. He can't take down an entire genre just because he didn't like the people were criticizing him.
First of all, I have no idea about this thing. Like, I've heard of this thing between Ethan and Adam and Ethan's mother. But I never looked into it too much because I didn't really know much about it or care that much about it. And plus, right now, it's not relevant to the rest of the video because I think it's just a passing mention here. But I don't know anything about it. I'll look into it later, I guess. But right now, I know nothing. I don't know enough to even speak about it. Number two, you getting called names. I mean, the most I've called you, I think, was a cunt. And I mean, you kind of earned that, which leads me to number three, why I call you a cunt. You already making shit about why Ethan is suing Frogan, Denims, and Caseytron. Again, you don't have to like Ethan, but you don't have to lie about him either. Like saying he's taking down an entire genre because he doesn't like the people reacting to his video. That's not at all true, and you know that. Like we're just stepping into rakes at this point where he doesn't like he's suing him because he don't like people reacting to his video. It's like, all right, there's people he doesn't like, both men and women who aren't getting sued. Why do you think that is, right? Because like these three people specifically stated their intention to pretty much freeboot the video. They stated their intention on that. Again, you cannot deny that no matter how much you want to. It's the statements are there, and I will say again, just because they're smaller channels compared to him does not give them the excuse to get away with that shit. Does that mean they should get away with that? Nor should they be doing it in the first place. Okay, and it's not because someone. He doesn't like the person reacting to the video. And taking out an entire genre. What is this genre anyway? Because there are people who do reaction content who actually do provide reactions and provide actual like transform the content itself. Like some of these people do not at all. They don't at all. Again, why are we defending that? Are we defending this because we genuinely believe that this is a like if someone were to do this to Adam's content, all of his content, just reboot his shit like what they were doing, would he be okay with that? Then again, I guess it depends on whether or not he likes the person doing it, or whether or not because he tries to pull the because you don't like these people, but like the only reason you're defending half of these people anyway is because they're against someone you don't like. We know this. Defending Casey Tron, who's a complete piece of shit. But she's worthy of your defense, because, you know, I don't like the other guy. I don't like Ethan. Same thing with Taylor Lorenz. He does a video right now about Taylor Lorenz. Like this person's fucking terrible. She doxes people. She's done so much terrible shit, and like that she's worthy of your defense because guess what? I don't like Ethan. Hassan shocks his dog. It's objectively true at this point. Like this guy lied consistently about the damn shock collar. It's been proven 100 times over that that's what he did. But guess what? I don't like Ethan. Somehow Ethan's involved in that in his video. I don't know how that became whatever. And so therefore Hassan's innocent. What the fuck what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? This is a sick joke.
What kind of social media world will we be living in if that is the standard, you know? Now, again, they have been sharing my videos around Reddit, and they've been talking shit about me, the H3 people, you know, in their fandom. And again, this doesn't affect me, but I do want to say, while I have you here, congratulations.
No, you're not doing that shit here, okay? The only reason you got your little promo off of my last video is because I was making a point about something you were saying. You're not doing that here. Congratulations, my dick. Fuck off. You're not getting a promo, you little bastard.
I'm putting good energy out there. You hear that, H3 people? Good energy out there.
Man, fuck you. Oh, put out good energy out of it. Most of your content is nothing but negative energy. What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Such a bullshit artist.
All right, let's hear what Madison has to say.
I don't think this is this on?
Cute hat, by the way.
Yeah, that hat. Weren't we just implying in your video on H3 and the podcast that wearing stuff like that is borderline pedophilic? Were we implying that Hila was pedophilic or pedophile for making clothes or having clothes like that? Also, it doesn't help that she kind of looks like James Charles in this video. It's like, oh no, 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 no! Don't worry, I'm not saying she's a nonce. I'm just saying by her logic in that video, wouldn't that be what someone would say based on the standards you set in that video? Oh, good God Almighty!
Hello. My channel, Cruel World Happy Mind, means just that. That in a cruel, unjust world where people treat you unkindly and unfairly, you don't have to lower yourself to their level.
Ironic.
Or let their treatment get to you. You can still find ways to be happy, to be kind, to treat others with kindness, even if you don't feel like that's how others have always treated you.
Also, it's so funny because at the end of the day, her video on Ethan wasn't hateful at all. Maybe it was hateful in Ethan's eyes because it was calling him out for things he's done, but she actually was overly nice in the video by seeing the perspective of Ethan haters, you know, like Hassan or anything. Like, she called out everyone.
Sure, there's nothing hateful about implying someone's self-harming due to their Tourette's or someone being pedophilic or implying someone's has pedophilic tendencies based on their fashion choices and their clothing brand. In the last video, I legit said, and I put it in the title too, that he's an absolute cunt. And I'm like, between that video and this, I remain unfucking defeated. This kid is an absolute fucking thunder cunt. Like that's some really insane shit to even like. We're just gonna breeze by that, I guess. Forget that she ever did any of that. Again, it's not because she said any of those things and took a bunch of clips that were clipped out of context. No, none of that. It's not that. It's just no. She was just an innocent, sweet girl. You bastard. You fucking bastard. Oh my God. Am I going to have another laughing fit like with Kongman Lee? When he tried to claim someone was white splaining? Oh no! Oh please God, no! I barely survived that. Oh shit! I think I'm on the verge of it though. But like Jesus Christ, God, it's like no matter what side of the aisle people are politically, it's all just a clown show. It's a fucking circus. Holy fuckity fuck.
While I feel like throughout my time online, I've always treated others with good faith.
Okay, we just out here lying then, huh? I can't speak for the rest of her content, but if the H3 video itself is anything to go by, I very much doubt she does that. But this is just me though, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she just hit rock bottom here at this very video with that. Well, the very H3 video. Maybe the rest of them are fucking bangers. I don't know. But if that H3 video is anything to go by, oh fuck, you are, bitch, I know you tripping. I know you tripping right now saying some shit like that. Oh.
I do feel like there's been moments on my channel where I've kind of lost the plot, or I've lost sight of that bigger picture. And right now, I really want to get back to that. Right now, the world feels so incredibly dark and scary, and, well, cruel. There isn't much positivity in the world, and I was also thinking lately about how it doesn't really feel like there's been much positivity online. Back in the day, there were so many YouTubers who it felt like were incredibly positive, and every day, I feel like that number is dwindling in favor of drama and infighting. I also kind of feel like a lot of the negativity in the world, as well as my own grief and depression, started to affect my own content. You know the saying, be the change you wish to see in the world? I want to be a positive presence online now more than ever. I think lately, that's the biggest lesson that I learned.
Is she doing the Mudahar thing? This is some shit Mudahar said like a couple weeks ago, or a week or so ago. He said this recently. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna not do so much. What the fuck? Okay, you're gonna go back to more, you're gonna do more positive content. We'll see how long that lasts by the end of this year, because I've seen this consistently whenever people or YouTubers say, yeah, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna make more positive content. They go back to negative within like a year. Maybe months, but it's gonna be within the next year for sure. Cause I don't know. Sure, you're gonna go back to more positive. Okay, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how long that lasts.
I started making content in 2020 because I was really struggling.
So unrelated, but not her mic's still on charge. Madison girl, come on, you were charging it in the last video. Put it on to charge before we start filming. I'm kidding. So
the fuck? Shut up! Shut up! I'm like, wait, what? I had a real nigga what moment, because I was like, wait, what are you talking about? What? Shut up! Because I was like, why are we talking about okay, fine. She's just not very competent when it comes to her equipment, I guess. I don't care. As long as she doesn't die on her mid fucking sentence, I really don't care about her not charging her mic. I really don't.
Social anxiety. I also kind of thought throughout my life that no one really cared what I had to say. I may not be the most well-spoken, and I'm forever working on that, but when I learned how to make YouTube videos and edit what I was saying down into a comprehensible video, which helped my social anxiety because I didn't feel like I needed to be perfectly well-spoken right away. And then on top of that, I was able to post these YouTube videos and find a community who actually cared about what I had to say and were listening. I had never felt so heard in my life. But because of that, I need to work on being as positive of an influence as possible. I want those who have ever felt the same as me silenced by—
It's also crazy that this video is being stemmed from the hate mob that H3 have basically sent her way, intentional or not. And it's like, wow, basically everyone but like Ethan, Ela, and the H3 fans of the world have to like better themselves. Goodness.
How do you intend to better yourself, Adam? Do you think you need to better yourself? I think you do. Maybe I think you do. I actually know there's no maybe. You do need to. Especially after watching this shit, I'm like, wow. Okay. How do you intend to do that? Do you tend to be more honest, be less dishonest, and be less disingenuous about these things? You plan on doing that at some point? I hope so, because this is not good at all.
By those around them, to know that eventually you can find a space where your voice will matter. But also when you find that space, how you use your voice matters as well. I think because of the frequency that so many post online, it becomes really easy to be reckless with our voices. While I don't think it's healthy to expect people to be absolutely perfect with everything they say, as that limits vulnerability online or people being open to learning and growing, I also think people can fall down rabbit holes, become so caught up in negativity, and lose sight of the plot. I'm wanting to completely break away from that, and I have my own ideas on how to do so, or how I'm working on it, but I'd love any positive input on how I can also create more positivity and light in this space. Though for clarity—
And again, this being dislike bombed and hate comments from all the H3 people being like, you'll not get away from the Ethan, like, we know what you did. It's like, what do you expect of people? Like, what do they expect of people? Do they want to forever dictate who can and can't post? Like, it's...
I will say this again. Is it possible, likely even, that the video is pretty bad? Again, you're buying into the the flowery language and the sweet video essay voice and talking about positivity. But it's like, yeah, which by the way, we know why you're buying into it anyway, because of who she's standing against. Again, you're talking about how H3 fans are going at her for going against H3. You're defending her because you're against H3. Like, are we gonna pretend otherwise? My guy, you're out here defending Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz is a pretty shitty person, like objectively, and has done things because it just docks people for online and shit for just like, are you fucking kidding me? You want to talk about someone who doesn't pass the smell test? Holy fuck, that is one human being that just. But again, hey, she's opposite Ethan. That makes it bad. Listen, I don't like Ethan either. But I'm not gonna stand by her and pretend she's a fucking innocent person, an sweet innocent victim, because you have your vendetta. That you can suck my dick with eye contact with that. I'm not doing that. Okay? That's just not happening. Ugh. Jesus, fucking, like, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I don't know how this little bastard's doing that. That's insane.
For purposes, I want to make clear I won't be deleting any of my past video content, mainly for legal purposes at the moment. There's been so much misinformation spread on me, literally blatant lies, that I will be keeping up original videos for my own legal protection.
Call me a skeptic, but I feel like you're keeping those up for monetary purposes, not legal reasons. But okay, sure. But also, it doesn't help you, well, at least with the H3 video anyway, it doesn't help you that you were apparently editing some stuff out of the original upload. Like, you edited some stuff out of that, so it's like, I don't know if that's gonna help you legally. If you're already removing shit out of the video any goddamn way, but I mean, sure, I guess and that's what you want to do, be my guest, but I don't know how that's gonna help you in the long run.
This video is not in response to any of that, just my own personal reflection. As within all of the misinformation, all of the bad faith actors online, I do think that there's been some valid input that I've wanted to reflect on and really take in so that I can grow within my content. Though I won't be deleting my own content as I make more and more positive content.
Even that Ethan video, I don't see any issue with it other than, again, I just don't like how, and she already addressed this in terms of not fully addressing in that original video the impact of the genocide in Palestine, but even that she ended up correcting herself on and spoke about the reason she did that and stuff like that. In terms of the Ethan stuff, I thought it was a good video. It could be seen as a bad video because the stuff was so intense. That's not her fault. That's his fault.
I'm going insane. Stopping hurricanes releasing pain. What the fuck am I listening to right now? It's Ethan's fault that she put in the shit in the video that she put in that was inaccurate or just implying some really fucked up shit. That's his fault for that. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Listen, I'm like 30-something minutes into to this, editing this and watching this. This is recording is like 32, 33 minutes, I think, right now. And I think within that time frame, I've said like at least 3 or 4 fucking times what the problem is with that video, what his problems are with the video, what everyone's problems are with the video, H3 fan or otherwise. Even your own fans have acknowledged this. Even her fans have acknowledged this. Everyone's acknowledged this, and you're just late to the fucking party, or you're just willfully fucking ignorant. I actually loathe this person. I really do. This is I need you Adam fans to assemble like the motherfucking Avengers right now and explain to me why his take on this is a good thing. Because you have to be willfully ignorant or just completely disingenuous at this point. Or you really are this fucking slow. Holy shit what the fuck? Like, he's saying that's Ethan's fault. It's Ethan's fault that she's putting up shit about him self-harming? It's Ethan's fault? It's Hila's fault that she's implying that Hila's a pedophile? Or he's releasing pedophilic merchandise? Are you serious? That's not Madison's fault. That's their fault. I guess. Somehow. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? I need to know. I need to know what the hell about this video and about his take on this is correct to you. I have to know. This is fucking incredibly, like, this is insane. Holy shit. And you talking about your videos getting disliked, Bob? This should get disliked. Again, not that it fucking matters because the dislikes were removed to protect your feelings, and now you're, but like fucking crack addicts, like I said before, like crack addicts, you keep coming back to it. You gotta see what people are saying. I need that fix. You are fucking hopeless. But this is why you get disliked, Bones. Because of shit like this. This is entirely disingenuous. Holy shit, like, ooh boy. Fucking Jesus Palomino. This is dog shit. This is a dog shit reaction to a already dog shit video. Oh, Christ alive, man.
I might be changing some of my old titles that I think might be too harsh or negative. As again, on reflection, I don't know if that's what the world really needs right now. A big thing I've been realizing throughout all of this is that, I don't know.
And again, it's so crazy that, like, I mean, good for her if this is what she's wanting to do, but like everyone else has to like get more kind, but like never the actual people who do.
Maybe I listen to feedback too much. That's definitely something that I've heard a lot. Ultimately, I stand strong in my content, and I encourage you to watch the content and form your own opinions as always.
Hear that, y'all? Hear that? Forming your own opinions.
I have, and in my opinion, in fact, it's not an opinion, it's an actual fact. You are, in fact, a fucking cunt. Like, I really don't like this Madison girl, like, at all, but like with her trying to be more positive, I guess respect that, but I feel like that's first of all, it's a little too late for that. You made your career off of negative content to begin with, and also it feels like you're only pivoting now because you're getting shit for a shit video you made, and people realizing, oh, you are pretty shit at making these videos. Wow. But beyond that, it's like, whatever. But this dude is just like, you're fucking awful, man. You are a fucking shitty person. Like, you're an absolute thunder cunt. I don't understand how people saw this and thought, yeah, this is actually a good take. These are good takes. What the fuck are you on right now? What are you on? What drug has you this fucking loopy right now? Oh, sweet chocolate covered Christ. All right, let's continue.
Hear that? Your own opinions.
I know a lot of you have and have loved watching me for years. I think a lot of
One thing I have, let me just quickly go on this little tangent. One thing I've always really, with like pandering towards you, the viewer, in our community that we have here, one thing I've always really appreciated about my YouTube community, the Muckers, is the fact that like you guys make it so overtly known that you are forming your own opinions. And what I mean by that is I have made so many videos, right? And in so many of my videos, the comments disagree with me. And it's all you guys. It's not quote-unquote haters. It's people disagreeing with my take, or it's people seeing a different perspective. And I've always appreciated that about my content, all jokes aside and being actually serious here, because again, if we live in an echo chamber, or even worse, if I watch a video or go through a topic, give an opinion, and then you automatically are just like, well, it's easy. We've heard Adam's opinion, nice, that's the opinion I'm gonna have. Quite like I see a lot of times with the H3 fans, which is Ethan will say something and then they're like, well, you know, I guess I agree with that. I guess I feel that way too. I've always appreciated that, and I don't know if I would have been able to continue to do the content that I do for as long as possible if we just lived in a fucking echo chamber here. So thank you guys for being fucking normal.
But you already kind of have that fan base anyway. Like in this video alone, it's like what, 3 or 4 comments disagreeing with you. The majority of the hundreds of comments are like all agreeing with you and defending her no matter what. And even if you really look into the situation and you still come away with the same take, I'm sorry, you just are wrong. And if you really genuinely believe that the only sole reason that Ethan's going after Cruel World Happy Mind or has criticized her or even went after her in any way is because she just simply made a video on him, you're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. If you came away, if you see this Frogan, Denims, and Casey John lawsuit and say, oh, he's only going after them because women, and he's going after them because he doesn't like them and whatever, you are wrong. You can sit here and believe it till you're blue in the face, but you are wrong. Hell, there are people who still think the earth is flat, and they're wrong too, okay? This is... I'm sorry, but you have that fan base already. Sure, you may have people who genuinely believe what the shit they're saying, but they or came to that conclusion themselves. I don't know how they did, but they did, sure. But you have that fan base already around you. It's just like I don't know what you think you're saying here, but you have that already. You have that, and yeah, I know people who disagree with you. You're not a full pussy like Tyrone Magnus and just block anyone who disagrees with you. Sure, at least I don't think you do. But just act like, oh, you know, people who disagree with me. Yeah, how many of them disagree with you? Like 3 or 4 people? And are you actually listening to what they're saying to you? Too, that's another thing. Also, are you actually listening to those disagreements, or are you just seeing that they disagree with you and go, oh, they disagree, and it's like, no, but what are they? Listen, are you actually hearing what they're saying to you? That's the most important thing. Like, whatever.
What people have thought when I take in feedback, that's me somehow admitting that everything I do is bad. That's not the case. Personally, I'm just always dedicated to growing.
And also, one thing I've been seeing from H3 fans towards Madison that has been highly annoying is they've been saying that Madison was so out of line with her video. Her video was so misinformation, which, no, it wasn't. And then Madison will be like, okay, I'm going to take on board some criticism. And then they're all like, see? She admitted it's fake. And it's like, so do you want people to, like, acknowledge what you're saying, or do you don't? Like, oh, because it's all about suppression. Right.
Like, no shot you're saying that there's no misinformation in that video. It's a ton of it, and a lot of it was clipped out of context and from by people who posted up on Reddit who deliberately did so on purpose and posted it out of context. And it's been proven 100 times over. It's been proven by other people who watch this situation. But then we got people like you who doesn't care about that. I need to get a win over on this person. I can't lose to this person in some way. So, you know, like, I'm sorry. This is disingenuous shit. There's no misinformation at all. Not a one bit. There's no misinformation here. Okay. Like, oh my god, this is like the worst person to. If you really want to watch someone criticize Ethan, this is not the person to look at. This is not the person to look to. Like, what the fuck is this person's problem? What the fuck is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Jesus Christ. Oh boy.
And learning and doing the best that I can. So no matter who is providing criticism to me, if I think there's something valid within that criticism, I'm going to take it in and try and grow the best that I can and genuinely consider it. That being said, a lot of people that have criticized my research are terrible researchers themselves. My research has very high standards, and while recently I have upped those standards even more to provide the most accurate information, that does not mean that my research was not far better than most content out there. And I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that.
I agree with her. I agree with her completely here. I think it's very clear seeing the plethora of channels that I'm aware of, myself included, and know that Cruel World, Happy Mind, Madison. And keep in mind, I have zero relationship with Madison, Cruel World, Happy Mind. It's from an outsider's perspective. There's few people that I think have a much higher standard of research than the rest of us. And 2 names that came to mind were always Cruel World, Happy Mind, and Swip. Like, if I'm being honest, yeah. Which is so funny that, again, H3 fans want to criticize her for her research.
You got some motherfucking nerve saying that, you dirty little bastard. You fucking cunt, and her too. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Let's start from the top here, okay? I can't even fucking talk. My brain just got fucking scrambled with that. Oh shit. Okay. First of all, Madison, you acknowledge about people criticizing your poor research. But you then go, no, bitch, you cannot Uno reverse your way out of that. You couldn't even get Denim's channel right, for Christ's sake. You have a fucking image of 3 of the people in the Ethan Klein lawsuit: Casey Tron, Denims, and Frogan. The Denim's channel you showed wasn't even Denim's channel. It was a music channel. I guess that was correct, wasn't it, Adam? It's all in my mind. You fucking holy shit. You couldn't even get that right? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking insane? What kind of fucking amphetamine are you on right now? Holy shit. There's gotta be something. You cannot genuinely be this fucking retarded. Imagine saying the R word in the big 2025. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Shut up, fucking retard. It's like, what the fuck? Like, and then he's like, no, she's like, my research has high standards. What? Where are those standards? Those standards are in the fucking Mariana Trench, lady. Are you serious? He's like, no, her standards is great. Her research standards are great. You fucking... Oh, no. Oh, fuck, it's happening again. Oh no. I can't fucking believe what I'm hearing. This fucking human centipede of bullshit I'm listening to right now. Oh my god. You know, I fucking... I hate YouTube, these YouTube creators. Not all of them, of course. There's some I really like a lot, but like just the majority of you are fucking snakes, and I can't stand I can't stand more than half of you. Oh fuck! No way, this little fucking... And she says this shit, and this little pasty leprechaun's agreeing with it like a fucking like a fucking idiot. Like, are you? I think I'm about to end this video. I can't watch the rest of this. I can't. My fucking my fucking chest is getting tight. My fucking I got a fucking migraine right now. Just watching this shit. I'm not even kidding. I gotta go to sleep. I can't watch this anymore. This is insane. She just Uno reverse carded, try to Uno reverse card her way out of her bullshit. Like, are you kidding me? You fucked up a lot of that fucking video, and it's been looked over and proven, and through actual research and actually looking into the things that you were making claims for. It's been done. And this little fuck nugget is acting like it's not. You know, I usually try to finish the whole thing. I usually try to finish a whole video. But I can't watch this. This is one of the most frustrating fucking videos I've watched in quite some fucking time. I've had to watch Jeremy Griggs try to defend the N-word. I've had to watch fucking the quartering try to coping and seething about South Park. I've had to watch Congressman Lee bullshit his way through a fucking firing he got that was deserved, and now I got this shit to deal with. Yeah, I'm done. I can't. I don't usually like do things like this where I just cut off the video and don't watch the rest of it, because I can't listen to this pure bullshit. I can't listen to it anymore, because like it's making my chest tight. It's giving me an ice pick headache. It feels like less like a migraine and more like an ice pick headache. Like someone's stabbing me in the fucking brain right now, and they might as well, because I that would ease my pain right now, because this is just pure fucking stupidity and purely dishonest bullshit, and it's in stereo between Madison and Adam. It's in fucking stereo, and I can't listen to this shit anymore. I can't. Oh my god, I'm tapping out. This is me tapping out right now. Okay, that's me tapping out. I'm not smiling like John Cena. I'm crying. I'm in pain. I'm in sheer pain right now. I can't. Holy fuckity fuck! Listen, Adam McIntyre fans, the muckers, you guys won. He's defeated me. Okay. Unless this love child of Joffrey and Glenn from the Seethe Chucky with a beauty filter put over it decides to go on a fucking murder spree, I'm never covering this person ever again. I'm not. I refuse. Okay? Unless he does something like that, I'm not saying nothing else. I can't. I don't know. You guys, unless y'all, the ones who are not pretty much brainwashed fans, the rest of you who just watch this shit and from the outside looking in, and you can sit through all of this, you have true resilience. I'm out. Fuck this. As it is again. I'm tapping out. There you go. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn.